The Commission for the Promotion and Protection of the Rights of Cultural, Religious and Linguistic Communities has vowed to see to it that the practice of female circumcision is abolished. The Commission says unlike Ukuhlola, a customary virginity test, female circumcision is an abuse of one's rights. The SABC exclusively spoke to the Commission Chair, Thoko Mkhwanazi Xaluva. We began to ask her about the challenges they face when confronted with legislative framework and customary practices.
We're very clear on female circumcision. We're saying we cannot trace any cultural practice of that nature in the country. It can happen that it's coming in because people are coming into the country with those cultural practices. But we are saying it's against the Bill of Rights, because it violates physically the rights of those young girls. Unlike Ukuhlola, because Ukuhlola, there's no touching, there's nothing. There's no physical contact. So we're saying with Ukuhlola, it's just to make sure that the young person wants Ukuhlola, is willing Ukuhlola, and is using consents to it. But the other one, we really are saying it needs to go.
Let us talk about those tribes where this custom has been taking place for a period of time. How are you going to venture into that arena?
We are very clear that because it's a physical violation of the rights of those women, it goes against the Bill of Rights. And the Constitution is very clear that any cultural, religious practice should not violate the Bill of Rights. So the fact that there's a physical contact, it violates the Bill of Rights.
Let's talk about religious practices at official events. It could be something that will need a lot of spade work. How do you intend putting this thing together? And which areas are you identifying in particular?
We're saying we need to make sure that all religions are represented so that we're united in our diversity, as the Constitution says. So we need to find a mechanism of how we bring others into the light. As you've seen during inaugurations, that it's as diverse as possible, which I think at national level still holds. We're now looking at provincial levels. But part of what we're looking at, which is a topic for another day, is the issue of religious holidays for other religions as well.
When you touch on the issue of religious holidays, you going back to the issue of Good Friday and Christmas. Where are we in this regard?
As the Civil Rights Commission, we're saying we cannot cancel Good Friday and Christmas. However, we need to find a mechanism within the current economic situation that employers and business are saying we can't add more holidays. We've come up with some formula which will need a day to come and explain, but what we're saying is that let's find a way of accommodating other religions so that we acknowledge that today it's Diwali. And as the SABC, you do announce that today it's this particular religion that is very important to others, but that at least we find a mechanism whereby there is even one day that is allocated to employees to say on this one day, as a Hindu, as a Jewish person, as other religions, African religion, we give you this one day that you can then enjoy on your special day.
But unless we want to send the relationships to hell in a handbasket, then you have to give these people a full day to observe, don't you think?
You need to give them a full day to observe, but you need a trade-off. You need a holiday you can afford to kill in the calendar and then trade off that one, not necessarily Christmas or Good Friday.
And Satanism would be a religion in this particular case, in the opinion of the Commission?
The opinion of the Commission is that Satanism is not a religion. It's a cult. It falls under cult, so we wouldn't promote and protect Satanism under any circumstances.
That was the chairperson of the Commission for the Promotion and Protection of the Rights of Cultural, Religious and Linguistic Communities, Thoko Mkhwanazi Xaluva, saying female circumcision is a human rights abuse and should be